Hello from sunny Blackpool. Today you join me on the northwest coast of the fantastic Blackpool on a rather grim, overcast, miserable day. But hey, we're in Blackpool, so what could be better? Right, let's go and get some photography done. Yeah, I know, it's not the most glamorous of places to be, but in the middle of December, yeah, I think it's quite a bit of an ideal opportunity to get here. I don't know what it is about Blackpool, but yeah, it makes you just want to have some fish and chips and get some candy floss. Right, I'm just going to have a look through some compositions and try and get a few shots here. The tide's meant to be coming up in the next 2 hours, so it gives me plenty of time just to sort of work with what I've got around here and see what we can get. I've got the tower in the distance. I don't really know what to say anymore. I've kind of lost it. What can you say about Blackpool on a December's day? Not much. It's completely grey and horrible. So the reason why I've come out today is because I just wanted to do something a little bit different. Over the course of the past few months, or probably the past 12 months really, I've been overcomplicating my photography, I feel. Trying to do panos, HDRs, and anything else really, instead of actually focusing on the raw reason why I come out and do the images, and to actually get something of a little bit more interest. So today's going to be more about trying to focus on the leading lines, trying to focus on what the actual subject matter is, things like that, instead of going for the big glamorous pano shot or the high dynamic range shot. So that's what I'm going to focus on today. One of the reasons for coming out today is because I've hit a bit of a block in my photography. I want to develop more, but I'm not sure where to go with it. I wanted to come out today just to try and get rid of this photographer's block. Is that a thing? And just sort of get over a few issues that I've got with my photography. A little bit of, I suppose, with the build up for Christmas and the focus on work and the focus on everything else, and the, you know what it's like Christmas, the build up to Christmas. Photography's kind of taken a bit of a step back for me, and I want to really sort of introduce that a little bit more. I've got a lot of time off in January from work, so I'm hoping that will certainly really give me a bit of a creative spark as well. But yeah, currently, I'll be honest with you all, I'm feeling a little bit flat with my photography. I'm sure it will go. I've had it before where it's lasted a few weeks. You don't really want to get out. There's other things that you need to do. You know, life just sort of takes over. And yeah, in some aspects that's okay. But I think when that happens, I think you really need to push yourself to get out and do more photography. One of the reasons as well to make shots basic and sort of develop a little bit more from there is to actually get the love back for photography. With doing these vlogs, it's a very complicated sort of process to follow, and those that are YouTubers yourself will understand this. Not only are you going out to do the photography, you've got to think of the video content, you've got to think of everything you're trying to put in this, you're trying to think of compositions, you need to get those images to put it on the video, or else you've just come out all day, recorded a video for no purpose. You've got to have the passion, you've got to have the desire to actually come out in the first place as well. And a lot of times that's very difficult to try and get all those elements together. And I think as YouTubers and photographers, sometimes you've just got to go back and sometimes just take images and enjoy what we do. Because if we don't enjoy doing it, or certainly if I don't enjoy doing this, it's going to come across on my channel that I'm not enjoying it, and I really don't want that to happen. So yeah, I hope that that makes sense. I really hope that makes sense in what I'm saying. I know what I need to say up here, but it's getting across to you guys. Leave a note in the comments as well if you guys have gone through this same sort of law that I have. I'm sure I'm not alone. Oh, you can hear me now because the tide is coming in. It's coming in quite quickly as well, and it's just roaring right behind where you are now. And I'm getting slightly wet. So the theme today is taking things simple and taking things a little bit slower. And I think as photographers, what we try and do a lot of the time sorry, the waves are just crashing up. Just rescue the camera. So I think as photographers, what we try and do, we try and go for specialized shots and try and make it that a little bit more special than we possibly normally would if we're taking a snap. But I think sometimes, and certainly for me, what that does, it takes away from the element of photography. It takes away from the what the actual subject is, the leading lines, whether it's framed up correctly, and sometimes even whether it's in focus. So we just seem to want to get the megapixel shot, the full pano shot, everything within the dynamic range, etc. So yeah, this is what it's all about today. It's about taking things a little bit more simple and really going back to basics. Another reason for this as well is the last few vlogs I've done, it's taken ages to get the images processed, and what I've kind of done is just rushed through it, because it's been, once I've downloaded the images into Lightroom, it's taken a few minutes then to try and stitch them together in Lightroom, trying to get the right shot ready, and it's just really slowed the computer down. I've also had to get the computer fixed recently as well, and I'm sure it's something to do with the amount of data that the camera is taking in and actually trying to process these images. So that's one of the reasons why I'm also doing this as well today, just to see how the computer gets sorted. And I've got to say, I've got an Apple iMac, and I've taken it, I've heard all good reviews about iMac or Apple customer service, and I've got to say, second to none. I took my iMac in there in the Trafford Centre in Manchester, and yeah, full on service, and it was free of charge as well to get it sorted. Right, I'm going. God, these waves are just crashing up on this breakwater. It makes for some terrible vlogging, but good images. Right, I'm going to move on to my next location. I'm going to try and head towards up here now, and try and get a shot looking directly into the water, or we'll probably end up in the water. Right, see you in a bit. What's great about Blackpool is you kind of know what you're going to get. It is cheesy, it's a little bit grotty, let's be honest, but yeah, it certainly brings out that inner child in you. Just walking along the front there, you've got the smell of the fish and chips, the candy floss, the rock, everything else, and the sea air. Yeah, it does bring out the small boy in me, that's for sure. You gotta love it. So this will quite possibly be my last vlog before Christmas and the New Year. So I'd like to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I'll be out in January to do some more vlogs and do some more photography as well. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Call
Well, the inevitable's happened. It started to rain again. Rain in Blackpool. Who'd have ever thought it? Well, after that delicious lunch, I'm going to try and get some more photography. Now, the problem with doing long exposure in the rain, you get water on the front of the lens and stuff. So I could be a little bit scuppered here. It's not as if it's a light little shower either. It's actually forecast for 100% chance of rain. So yeah, it could prove a little bit difficult now. But yeah, we'll keep persevering. Yeah, just sort of see what we can get really. I've still got a few hours left here, and yeah, see what we can get. Blackpool in the rain in December. Next year it's Miami. Right, possibly time to go home. I've had enough of the rain, I've had enough of Blackpool, I've had enough of this grim, rubbish weather. Hope you enjoyed this vlog. I've not really enjoyed making it, I'll be honest, but yeah, just need to get out and do a little bit of photography and get something out for you guys. So yeah, like and subscribe if you're still watching this this video. If you are, what's wrong with you? Anyway, I'll say bye-bye for now. Take care, have a lovely Christmas, Happy New Year, and I'll see you in January. But for now, from Blackpool, bye-bye.